cleared my desk. Really? But it's fine. Back with another episode. Blackbook series this time. Monday is the day of streams. Did a scrapbook stream earlier, Monday morning, the Monday stream, which went really well. I was actually really productive. Played a lot with trying to improve my graffiti, my lettering, worked on some backgrounds, went through some ideas, went really well. I got a new sub. I got I think I got 2 new subs during that stream alone. That's lots for me. Taking me past 180, which is good. A shout out to forgive me already. Where's my phone? You should sit my other phone. You should say it on there. Vanilla. Was it Vanilla Bean? It was Vanilla Cookie or Vanilla Dough or oh god, I can't remember your name. Sorry. Pure Vanilla Cookie left a very nice comment on the stream and subscribe as well, so thank you for that. Today I'm going to use my 03. Just making sure everything's as it should be. So today on the Blackbook series, this is where I just, similar to the sketchbook series where I just play about and just draw. I only use a black pen. This is just for almost like a bit of, I don't know, therapy. Oh, my 3's going. Look at that. Was it going? Oh, did I get another bunch of 3s? Oh, I don't know. Keep them under here. I know I've got a load of, like I've got two sets of neons because I'm going to use them a lot. I've got 2s and 7s, and I think there's 1s in there as well. 2, 4, 7, and a couple of 1s. Right, what I'll do then is I'll go to the. Should I go to the 4s? I'll use a 4 today. Oh, in fact, no, I won't. I'll use. I've got a stack of 3. Yes. Yes, I do. So yeah, this is where I just kind of go and draw whatever. This one's a little bit more thought out. What I mean by that is, like, it was just going to be random, and it still is going to be just random nonsense, but I thought about playing with dots and dashes, so like dots like this. I did a few of these in the drawing before. But more so, I was thinking about tile sets. So I was thinking about sort of some of the video games that I draw inspiration from, and one of them is Axiom Verge. A superb 2D Metroidvania. I urge anyone to go and play it. Already got someone in. How you doing? Hope you're well. But yeah, Axiom Verge, the sort of style of that game is a lot of tile sets where it's basically squares with a pattern inside them. And I quite liked that, so I thought I'm gonna kind of do it in that sort of manner, where it will still be random, but I'm just gonna make it more sort of the outline of its squares, if you like, because I quite like that repeat. Well, it's not so much a repeat pattern, but it's more uniform, and I just wanted to try that out. Yeah, I wanted to use the 3 or the 0.03. It seemed like a good option if I wanted to sort of fill in a bit more colour at this size. It would work quite well, and it's small enough to have sort of put down some detail. Might just move this over slightly. And then I'll just use a book to lean on a bit. There you go, it's a bit more comfortable. I had to sort out my son's bedroom earlier, and he's someone who also really likes to draw. But the problem is, he got donated. He and my daughter got donated like a load of paper, but it's like printer paper, so it's in those sort of cheap sort of plastic packaging. And every time they'd get a page out, they'd sort of draw something, but they had nowhere to put it. Well, no, that's a lie. They did. I bought them folders, but they weren't using them. So I said, right, no more blank sheets of paper, got rid of it all. And I said, I'm going to get you both a sketchbook each. And it can go under the table. And that's where you're going to keep your drawings and your books and all that. And I found, on accident, a really nice, really thick sketchbook, like 320 pages worth. And I've got an idea that, oh God, that must take ages to fill. and I thought, I wonder how long that would take. Because I've got a few sketchbooks on the go, like this one that I'm trying to fill, the graffiti one, the sketchbook one, and they're kind of going at their own rates. Like, you know, I'll do a couple of streams in them every week, just sort of steady Eddie in them, which is fine. Don't need to rush those ones. But I thought, I wonder, just like I wouldn't record it, but on my own time, like if I just maybe a couple of hours a day, just do random drawings in them and see how long it would take to finish, and then at the end do like a one-off video as a reveal, like a sketchbook tour of this massive sketchbook, and sort of talk through the journey. I wouldn't document it because that would take too long and all that stuff, but I thought that could be an interesting idea. And as well, like, even though with this channel I know it's nearly a year in, but I still see that as relatively early because I'm still figuring some stuff out, not being consistent. But as well as having kind of the sort of through thread of the main series, like this one, the two sketchbooks, it's just another interesting sort of video to do as well as those two things, to change it up and have something different. I think that'd be a good way to keep the channel fresh, so there's still something for, say, if I get a following where people just like watching the stuff I normally do, that's always going to be there for them. Not just for them, but for me as well, so I can sort of focus on something consistent and just sort of have do something fresh, change it up a bit, just have something new. I think that could be interesting. There's a few sort of one-off videos I do like that. I think that could be quite fun and interesting to do. Just have a square in here with something random in it. One thing that I've noticed that these streams are doing for me, they're really helping with like my mood and sort of mental health, like in the same way that weight training does, which I need to get back into. But I had a really sort of bad morning, just all the sort of chores and housework, certain parts of the house being an absolute mess that I couldn't keep up with, put me on a down in a mood. Wasn't happy, and then just did the Monday morning stream, or the Monday lunchtime stream, whatever you want to call it, just talking through my ideas and what I'm doing, the thought process. It was really productive, and it just put me in a much better mood. Like, I just thought, yeah, I'm really happy now, not spitting feathers about everything. Mentioned in an earlier stream that it's good now that I've got a schedule to keep, which has been really good for me. But now it's about, one of the things I could do is just make people more aware of when I'm going to be live, because it's all well and good having a schedule, but if nobody knows, then I'm not really going to get many viewers, but all in good time. Oh, 3 people watching. I think that's getting a nosebleed with that amount of viewers. Hello to you. Hope you're all good. Just drawn some random nonsense in my Blackbook, because it is a sketchbook I neglected, so I thought, let's get it filled with something, anything. It's not something you think about normally, but this pen feels massively different from the pen I originally intended on using, which was... Where have you gone? Oh, this one. But it started to run out. It's either that or the nib's knackered. So it's like, okay, then I won't use that one. I'll use a different one. Like this, the point of this series is just to be a bit freer with what I'm drawing. It's not as sort of planned out. There's a little bit of pre-planning to this one. Which is, I like the idea of a tile set, like on a Metroidvania game, specifically Axiom Verge was the one I was thinking of. So I thought I'll be inspired by that, see if I can just make some random tiles, see where we end up. Does this fall under the bracket of Zentangle? I see quite a lot of that style of art, which I am a big fan of. I wonder if this would fall under that bracket. I was in the on the Monday stream I did earlier. One of the patterns I started wanting to work with a bit more were dots and dashes, so that came from this drawing where I was just mucking about as I normally do, and I thought, could I incorporate dots and, I suppose, cross hatching? Could I incorporate that a bit more into my other drawings? because it's quite a nice style. It was a very nice style, actually. I've got a couple of books that I got a while ago from is it Alfonso Dunn? There was a big thing with him. I'm sure it's Alfonso Dunn. I was following him before this happened, but there was a thing with him, and I cannot remember the other artist, where he had 2 books. Alfonso, this is. That he'd released, and then another artist whose name escaped, quite a well-known artist who I also followed. I might even still follow them, I can't remember. Then brought out a book, and a lot of the sort of practices in it were very similar to his. And you're like, I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt and say it wasn't intentional, but it's like, you're a bit close on that one. I can see why many people are accusing you of plagiarism, but either way, Alfonso's was a very good book. I bought that. I think it was on my wish list for a long time, and I had planned on getting something, but then I thought, now I'll get his book if it is affecting it, then I'll get his books. He had 2 of them, and they're really, really good. I haven't looked at them in a little while because it was more geared around drawing objects, like specifically in the style of cross-hatching, and because I moved away from it, I didn't look at them for a bit. But I have started thinking about doing more cross-hatching stuff recently as an additional part of detailing on my drawings. So I remembered his was a really good book for it, because that's very much his style. It's good as well because it'll give me some ideas for tomorrow. But tomorrow, because I'm sort of running up a little bit empty for ideas for my tomorrow's sorry, just had someone pop in there. What was I saying? Yeah, about tomorrow's time-lapse videos. Like, I haven't really thought out an idea what I want to do for them, which was the idea of the cheat sheet. So I could just pull it up on PureF and then pick sort of what shapes and details to have, sort of put them together. Just makes it a bit easier, because those sketchbook ones, I want them to be a bit more sort of defined in terms of the sort of shapes and colours and patterns I use, whereas these ones and other drawings, it's a bit more random. I'm starting to get a bit more comfortable with the idea of streaming as well. Like, I don't think I'm the most interesting talker on stream. But it's a good way to practice for other channels or the other channel that I use. Like I'm more comfortable on the scrapbook Monday morning stream because there's no pressure and I don't have to think about anything. But if I start to concentrate quite badly, not badly, but if I'm concentrating quite hard, I tend to just not say much. Good thing about these drawings is that I have an idea in my head, play about with it, you never know where it's going to end up. Like this doesn't look like how I thought it would look. depending on what time I finish here, I wanted to do I still want to do a thumbnail for this. I need to do a thumbnail for this and the Monday stream. Ugh. Just been spat all over my page there, accidentally. Nothing too complicated, but just to sort of neaten up, keep it all organised. It's looking okay. Like I said, I didn't really know what to expect. It's still got the sort of randomness and freedom of the other drawings. I've just constricted it a little bit within tiles, just to see how it would look. Looks pretty decent. These tiles aren't meant to be anything specific, it's just fill them out, see what happens. Oh, it's red out. Baking heart. I enjoyed doing my Monday stream earlier so much in the scrapbook that I did half consider just doing another session of that. But I thought, no, this is a specific series that I started. Like, if I want to use some time up in the week where I've not got anything scheduled, that's the best time to do it. But the 7 o'clock slot, it was a little bit later today because I had to charge my phone up for a bit to make sure it lasted the whole, lasted the whole stream. I did, I've just remembered this second that I actually started one like this in this book ages ago. Let's see if we can find it. Not that one. Where was it? There. I forgot I did this. Well, I didn't forget, just remembered now. I might, because I think I started going over it in like 0.1 or something. I might go over this and see how it turns out, because I think that looks pretty cool. But I've just remembered now. I don't know why, I just thought, oh, I'm sure I've done something like this before, but no, only now just remembered. I think the one I've just showed you there, that was more like really precise lines and shapes, a lot more symmetry in it with patterns, whereas this isn't that. This is still trying to be a bit more random, but in more of a grid formation, if you like. So it's still just drawing random stuff, but I thought, can I turn it into a tile set or make it look like part of an environment or something? Make it look somewhat interesting. and nice. Oh, my little one's running the bath. That's what the noise is. It sounded like it was coming from outside. thumb feels a bit stiff. Oh, to give my hand a bit of a break. Oh, excuse me. Not sure how I feel about this pen. Not sure if I like it. I do like it, it's decent. It just feels a bit weird. Thought about somewhere down the line of doing a pen review. That's not in the near future though. Something like that's a little bit off. There's other things I want to be doing first. Like I say, these series that I've got on the go, they're the sort of priority. Got some, which is I like the mix of, got a few long form videos, some shorter form ones. As well, I thought if I wanted to get the watch time up on YouTube, then what was I saying? So I got distracted there. Yeah, like if I'm just sort of having short form videos, like 2 minutes a pop. Oh, people commenting. Hello. Oh, wrong account. Be right back. Oh, it's Coob. There we go. How you doing? Yeah, good man. 4 people, well 3 people because I'm one of them. Getting more people in. I had a new subscriber earlier. Already forgot the name. Oh, for God's sake, I'm horrible. Pure Vanilla Cookie. They commented on the stream I did earlier. That went really well. But was very productive in the stream I did earlier, and then onto the Blackbook one today. It's been a difficult day, just lots of stuff to do and then trying to fit. But overall, I can't grumble. How's you? You all right? You good? Nothing do good too. Celebrated 69 subs yesterday. Fantastic. What a number to celebrate as well. Onwards and upwards for both of us, eh? Hopefully, keep racking up. I had a message. I only saw this about 4 days ago, was it? On Instagram. It was under basically on my Instagram account, because I used to get spammed loads with like promotion accounts, like, hey, if you want to like, I used to get tagged all the time in these art account thingies, and maybe I was just unlucky, but the ones I kept getting tagged in and messaged on, like, I used to get spammed so much about necklaces and stuff as well. And I thought, you know what, I've had enough of this. So I changed it to anyone who doesn't follow me or I don't follow can't message me directly. They have to kind of message me, but it'll go down as a request. And I never really check it, because it's usually just the same stuff. But I had one a few days ago under the request. I can't remember the name of the account, but somebody's messaged me saying, hey, checked out your YouTube page. I've noticed you've got, you know, like your content, but you haven't got that many subs. You know, I can help promote you and blah, 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 blah. And it's one of those where I'm like, I'm not sure. Mainly, not because I'm worried it's a scam. They might be very legit and might help, but I'm not very good at dealing with people directly like that. I just can't be arsed with it. Like, it's just something else and someone else I have to deal with. Like, especially if there's like money involved. It's like, oh, you pay a certain amount and I'll promote you. It's like, nah. No, thank you. I don't think that's what I said in the message, but I always just assume that it's going to be like that. But it's just mainly, I can't bother dealing with people, you know, and you've already got stuff that you've got to focus on. It's like, I can't be arsed with it. I mean, I know I've moaned about sort of YouTube algorithms before, but there doesn't seem to be, it just seems to be random. Like, I've checked sort of other YouTube channels that specialize, air quotes, in helping you get to 1,000 subs and all that, and I'm just not so sure I'm convinced. I'm like, does it really matter? Like, I don't know. Like, it just seems too random to me. Like, you can do things like, you know, doing a thumbnail and all that kind of business helps. It's like, yeah, sure, but could just be people see my stuff, think it's crap and move on. That could be very plausible that's the case. In which case, just try harder, try and do better. I have had a couple of, I have checked, not sure what I highlight my name there. I don't either. Yeah, I've checked there is some videos I've done previously that have had more sort of attention and more subs that have actually got dislikes on them. And you're like, oh, well, that sucks. I do wonder that though, like, especially with art pieces. Like, I've seen some art on YouTube that I've not liked. I don't think I'd ever dislike it. It's just like, if it's not for me, I'll just move on. But that's the way of the internet, innit? You're going to get dislikes. You're going to get people who say, nah, you're shit. Have a great big fat thumbs down. Have that. That's what I think of you. And you're like, yeah, that's life. Sometimes you get a great big fat, big old thumbs down. This has turned out better than I thought it would. I wasn't sure how this would look, but I thought it might just look like a mess. I suppose you could say that about the other drawings I've done. Like, you could argue they're messes. I don't know, I just thought it'd be an interesting way to lay some ink down. I like how uniform it is with the squares, and yet each square is unique. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't know if you were here when I said there's a drawing like this I've done before, but I hadn't penned it in, and it was in this book. Right. Yeah, that one. I forgot I did that, but that was like every line I've tried to make as neat as possible, and then I've started to fill it in with a very thin pen, and I was going to sort of ink all of it. Apologies for the screams. Kids getting told off again. But yeah, I drew a picture like that yeah, a while ago. On another drawing, I'll probably play that with different dot patterns. I think I want to try. I'm going to try something. This might work, this might not, but we're here for it. Let's try stuff out. I'm going to surround it with a load of just pure black. Just to see how it looks. Yeah, there you go. Always like a bit of black on the background. It's good to have the drawing up on YouTube as well, so I can kind of look from the page up at the screen and then just sort of see it from a different perspective. If there's anything I've missed or... There's a sort of similar thing I used to do when I, well, that I would still do, when I do digital drawings, flipping the canvas. It kind of makes mistakes or sort of gaps that you need to fill jump out a bit easier. Three people watching at the minute. The goal one day might even get 10 here. Imagine that. Get a regular chat going. Seen streams and sort of videos in the past. Well, I still watch streams of all kinds with loads and loads of people. People have got thousands of subs and thousands of sort of viewers, keeping up with the chat. I wonder, like, God, how would I even manage that? Well, that just seems a bit much to me. But I have no such worries at the minute. But it just makes me think, God, how'd you keep up with it all? Do I want to do any more to that? I might add a bit more. Just a few more sort of black squares to it. Maybe one. So down here. Still need to be a bit more confident with filling in space with black. I don't know why I feel like I have to leave it or add a detail, and it's like, no, just fill it in with black. It's a good contrast to everything else. What else can I do to this? It's not one of those where I have to fill out the whole page. There probably will come a time where, or there'll be a drawing that'll do, where I'll think I'm going to try and fill this whole page with something. But this isn't the drawing. But I have had fun with this one. Just more. It's not the. I'll be honest. Like, it's not the most fun thing to draw. Like tiling everything like that. It's kind of hard sometimes to think of a unique tile or make it interesting. But the result's been interesting. I've liked it. Sort of the end result, because I'm close enough to the end result now. But I've liked it more than I thought I would. I didn't think I would like it this much. I thought it might be a shambles. This turned out all right. Yeah, I think that's starting to look better now. Just having a few more squares sort of off from the main picture. Still seems a little bit bare. Well, no, not massively. I thought about maybe doing bigger black shapes, but really like it. Good contrast and composition. Thank you very much. Yeah, I need to do it. I did it on, not last one, this one, where I put black behind it. It made it pop off a little bit more. I think I need to be a little bit more confident doing that. The thing is knowing when to do it. Like, there is a temptation to do a big, massive black square behind it, but I thought, no, we'll keep the squares, like the fully black squares, the same size as the tiles. Like, I think, should I think about maybe filling out the space in the top corner a little bit more? Don't know. Maybe. So if If I were to kind of go there, yeah, yeah, why not? So I'm not, because I wanted to do a little bit more on this side, not fill the entire corner, but just something a bit more. Good thing is that a nice thing when you get to the end of a drawing like this and seeing how much you like it, you think, oh, I might start taking a bit more care of it, or I might just be more interested in just filling it out a bit more, or just adding a few extra touches to really make it sort of pop out a bit more. Like the one I did last time, like this one, like I don't mind, I quite like it. It was a nice sort of experiment to do with a thinner pen, and I will return and do another drawing with a thinner pen. But when I got to the end of it, I was like, yeah, that's all right. I'll try it out again at some point. Yeah, I quite like that. Just that little bit extra. I might just do one more on this side. Oh, do I want it down there, or yeah, I'll do it down here. Yeah, just the fact that this square here is just a little bit offset just widens it out a little bit more, which I quite like. And down here, it's not the neatest as this one, could be a bit fatter. It's not the cleanest square I've ever done, but it's fine. And then I'll do one down here. And I think that should be that. Let's have a look at you. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the way that turned out. It was unexpected the way it turned out. Just messing about with some cross hatching as well around here. Obviously continuing with the dot patterns, the black behind it. I just thought it was an interesting little, excuse me, way to draw. Where's my pen going? Not that one. Sign it off. Oh. Time we on? 9 o'clock. Oh, there you go. That's usually when I sign off. Alrighty. Well, thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to all who's given it a like. It was nice to see you. We're going to prepare mentally for the dentist's appointment tomorrow. Oof, yeah, I've got to I've got to have a tooth out. Oh, just got to rack up the courage to ring him to have it done, but yeah, take care. Good night, Coob. Thank you for joining again. Thanks for chatting. Thank you to everybody who joined, who has watched, liked. Anyone who is watching who hasn't liked and subscribed, would be really helpful if you did. Obviously you don't have to, but I am but a small peasant channel begging for any attention. No, I'm joking. But any subs, likes and all that stuff obviously helps. As I say that somebody's done that, thank you very much. Thank you again for watching. And the next time I'll be live, or live streaming like this, will be Wednesday, 7 o'clock. In fact, I'll try and get on at about 6 o'clock on Wednesday, UK time. Tomorrow I'll just be uploading some time lapses. Now that I've got my schedule, timetable, whatever you want to call it, properly sort of laid out, I'll post it on probably my communities tab, I guess, or maybe just do a little vid or whatever, and I'll put it out on all the other social medias to so people can join and follow and stuff. But that's another one in the bag. Watch out tomorrow. I'll have one, maybe two. I'll definitely have one that I've done tomorrow that I'll upload. But I might start uploading some A6 drawings that I've done before, just to try and get the shorts numbers up. So have a look out for those. But I'm going to shoot off, get a drink, and chill out. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.